This morning we are going to do a mobility stretch. It's going to take about 10-15 minutes long. So please can you start by just lying on your back, and I just want you to hug your knees in towards your chest and just have a little focus on what we're feeling like today. Maybe point and flex your feet while you're in that position. So big strong points and a big strong flex. So a little bit of movement through the ankles. Good, and then you're going to take yourself out into a long stretch. So slide your legs out long, and then really take your arms right over the top of your head. So you're really stretching with your fingertips all the way down to your toes. Give it a little bit of a wiggle out maybe. Good, and then release it off. Keep your right knee and squeeze it in towards your chest. And we're just going to take it out to the side and maybe across the middle of your body, all right? So we're just going to take it out, come across, and then just focus on what this right hip feels like. So I'm pressing my left hand down onto my left hip to stop it lifting, and we're just going to move in between these two areas, out towards the armpit, and then across. Good, can you add a little pulse into that? So bounce it to the side, and then bounce it over a little bit, just a couple more to the side, and then over. Good, last one to the side, and then over. Good. All right, you're going to take this right leg up towards the ceiling now. Good. And you're going to really point your toes at the top. Right, now really flex your foot. Good. Now I've got my head and shoulders lifted just to get a little bit of core engagement there. And I'm actually going to start to hover the left leg as well. And if we point and flex both feet at the same time, so you can really check in with the backs of both of these legs. Obviously you'll get more of a stretch on the one that's up in the air. Good, and then last one, point, and then hard flex. Good, and then put your head back down and bend this right knee back in towards the chest. Now we're going to take a nice twist. So take this leg over towards the ground, extending the right arm out to shoulder height. And I want you to press the right shoulder blade down, and you're going to hold that. If you want to, I quite like adding a little rock here, but you've got to really focus on keeping the shoulder blades down on the floor, okay? So you're going to press it, 5 more rocks, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then come back to the centre. Now extend that right leg out. Let's do the same thing with the left leg. So hug it in, good, and then take it up towards the ceiling. As it goes up, I'm going to lift up the upper body with it. I'm just really encouraging a nice straight leg there, and then you're going to lift and point and flex. And I'm going to just add that bottom leg into that as well, so point and flexing both feet. Beautiful. And again, so nice big core lift as well. So really hard flex, okay, so you're really pulling it out the back of your knee. Really nice. Last 2. Good, well done. Last 1. Good, and then lower all the way back down. Bend the left knee back in towards the chest, and this time take the left knee across and extend the left arm out. And again, I'm adding this little rock in, but it's not allowing my left shoulder blade to lift, okay? Don't yank your body around, but just encourage it to just get a little bit further over if you can. Good, 3, 2, 1, and then come back. So we're going to use the right leg to rock you up to sitting. Let's take 2 or 3 rocks through the spine. Doesn't matter that one leg's out in front of you, that's cool. Good, last one, and lift it up. Right, send your bum back, take your legs out straight. Really flex your feet again. Inhale, stretch it up nice and tall. Exhale, really lift up and over. So rib cage is far forward. I'm going to grab the feet. If you can't reach your feet, you need to be bending your knees and taking the fingertips down the soles of your feet. And just tuck your chin in as well. Hold the right foot, take the left arm, sweep it up to the ceiling. Keep your left hand above your shoulder. Good, and back down again. And then just change sides. So a little bit of rotation. So every day, your spine should be rotated, flexed, extended. Yeah, so if you're in a static kind of job, normally you need to kind of make it move in all of its ranges, which is why we do loads of twisting, or we do loads of reaching forwards and arching back. Good, last one then, lift it. Good, last one on the other side, lift it. Beautiful, and then you're going to send your hands behind you. How Try and push down, get the soles of your feet down. Good, and then release it and flex it. 2 more, big strong press. This time lift your head back if you can. Good, and then release, flex your feet. Last one, so big strong press, push the feet down, lift up, drop the head. Good, and release it. Nice, we're going to cross the legs and you're going to roll over the top of your knees. Come into a box position. Have a little wander, shake your bum out, maybe side to side, moving through the hips. Good, we're now going to take your hands a little bit farther forwards onto the mat and we're going to pull back into a shoulder stretch. And I want you to lift your fingertips off the floor, pushing the heels of your hands down. I'm adding a little sway in side to side so I can check in with the left shoulder and then the right shoulder. Good, and I'm going to press the palms flat now. Walk your hands off your mat to the right hand side and press down. Now lift the left fingertips off the floor and pull the left hip back. Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and return. Just walk back to the centre of your mat and then walk off the left hand side. Gently pull back on this one. You're going to lift the right fingertips up and flex the hand, pushing the heel of your hand down and pulling the right hip back. You get a really nice side stretch. Good, and then replace. Put your hands back to the centre. Shift the body weight forwards and slowly drop the hips downwards. Squeeze your bum like upward dog. And pull the shoulders back, pull the shoulders down. Face gaze is upwards. Glutes are on there, squeeze your bum. Good, now pull back. And we're going to do the same thing again. You're going to come forwards. This time lift your feet up. Gaze up, squeeze your bum. Good, pull back. So you should now get a little bit of stretch down your hip flexors and into your quads a little bit. Squeeze it. Shoulders down, pull back, lift your head up a little bit. Nice, good, pull it back. Good, one more, and then squeeze it. Face up. Good. Now when you pull back this time, can you go big toes together and just walk your knees wider and pull back. Get your bum on your heels. Get your face and your chest as low down to the floor as possible. Good. And then you're going to come back up into a box position for the last little bit. Alright, we're going to take the hands underneath the shoulders. The knees are underneath the hips. You're going to sweep the left arm up. Good, you're going to rotate and thread it under. You're now going to walk the right hand forwards and then take the right hand 2 inches to the left. And we're going to hold that. Now I really want you to see if you can peel the right shoulder up to the ceiling. Now the way you do it is if you push the left hand further along the floor to begin with and then roll the right shoulder up a little bit. You're going to hold that for about 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you're going to slide the right hand back underneath the shoulder and you're going to unthread the left arm. Good, now when you're at the top here, bend your hand or bend your elbow so your hand comes to your head and then you're going to do 4 rotations down to your wrist. 1, down, rotate and up and down. 2, good, rotate and up and down. 3, last one, rotate and up and down. 4, good, put your left hand down. Squeeze and slide the right arm all the way up into the air. Good, now you're going to thread it right underneath. Nice, put your right ear on the ground. Walk the left hand forwards. Good, and then walk it over to the right. Right, now slide the right hand further out and peel the left shoulder up a little bit. Good, you're going to hold it, so nice big shoulder stretch, nice big rotation. 3, good, 2, 1, and then slide the left hand back, pull the right arm out, really nice big reach up, and then when it's at the top, put your hand on the side of your head, and then do 4 to the wrist and lift it up. Really try and get that right elbow lifted. 2, nice work, last 2, good, well done, 1 more, beautiful, and then you're going to release it. Here, take yourself out to your legs. We're just going to finish in a deep squat. So it's like a full body, quick stretch out. Good. I want you to take the left foot and put it by the left hand. Have a little bounce into this hip a couple of times. Good. Now take it back out to the right side. Have a little bounce down into the hip. Good. Now you're going to leave your right leg there and step your left foot forwards, and you're going to sit down into a deep squat. Alright, you can have a little bit of movement side to side. Alright, I'm going to try and get the heels down, and we're going to try and push the elbows out. Hands to heart. If you can't get your heels down, fold your mat like this. Get your heels down and sit with your heels down. They need to be supported. You just push a little bit of weight through them. And you're going to hold that for about 10 seconds. 9, 8, lift up. Push your tailbone down, lift your spine up. Think all of your spine now extending from the tailbone to the top of your head. 3, really push the elbows out now. 3, 2, 1, and release. Fingertips to the floor, send your bum up, take your parallel legs here so your toes are forward. We're going to do a nice fold, straight leg fold if you can. Really push your tailbone up, shake your head out. Good, now just bend your knees and start your nice roll up to finish. So you're going to stack your vertebrae one by one until you bring your chin closer towards your chest and your head comes all the way back up last. Well done, absolute superstars. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you all again really soon.